Holy smokes, guys. NIO just takes the #1 spot again. And guys, look where I'm at. I'm at the service center again. Gonna go sell some NIOs later on after this video. So guys, what is it that NIO just ranked #1 in again? That is, of course, this third-party auto review channel. They're called 有价, and they did a very intense nighttime raining AEB test on Li Auto L7, Xpeng G9, and the NIO ES6. All three of which, these cars I have driven. They're pretty good cars. The results of this is just absolutely shocking, guys. It is absolutely shocking. So to start things off, they tested AEB in the rain during daytime. 20 kilometers per hour was starting speed. NIO and Li Auto both passed with no problems at all. It was, of course, the dummy car. Xpeng, for some reason, did not pass the 20 kilometers test. It ran into the dummy car, and it seemed to be like something was glitchy about the whole thing. Apparently, G9 on that road, it didn't seem to work. AEB didn't seem to work on that road. On another road, AEB just normally, no rain, it worked perfectly fine, and even up to 70 kilometers per hour on the Xpeng G9, it works. So that's really cool. But for some reason, maybe the commentator speculated maybe it's because AEB is turned off on certain roads or certain conditions. But yeah, it just didn't work. So on 30 kilometers per hour, it was an easy pass for both the Li Auto and the NIO. And then at 40 kilometers, NIO passed. The Li Auto did not pass. Li Auto did not pass at 40. There wasn't even a warning when Li Auto's L7 drove into that dummy car. NIO passed 50, and NIO even passed 60. And even at 70 kilometers per hour, rain, the AEB still worked. It detected it from far away, and then you had 2 gentle brakes, and then full braking near the end, and then it started creeping forward a little bit. And that was really good performance. So NIO passed with flying colors. The next one, they made it a little bit more difficult. Rain plus a child crossing the road, AEB test. So during this test, Li Auto crashed at 20 kilometers per hour. The warning was too late. Apparently, Li Auto relies heavily on cameras and only partially on LiDAR, and LiDAR is used for movement. Problem with that is with cameras, especially during heavy rain, your vision's going to be really obstructed. So Li Auto crashed at 20. Xpeng, which this was pretty surprising, Xpeng actually stopped, was able to stop at 20, which surprised the tester. NIO stopped, no problem with the car properly detecting the child. At 30 and 40 kilometers per hour, Xpeng and NIO both passed. So this is very good. This means whatever happened to Xpeng on the earlier test was just one off, and the AEB is still, pretty good, pretty decent. At 50 kilometers per hour, Xpeng ran straight through. Yeah, straight through the kid, and then but NIO stopped without any problems. And then even at 60 kilometers per hour, it was so, at 60 kilometers per hour plus rain, the commentator said you can barely even see through the windshield. Like, he couldn't even see the kid crossing the road, because that's how, intense it was at that speed and that much rain. But NIO still stopped. Flying colors, full score. Cool. Then he switched it up a notch. They went into nighttime testing. First off with the dummy car. Nighttime AEB, NIO was able to complete 20 kilometers per hour, no problem at all. Xpeng at 20 kilometers per hour, the car can detect the dummy car, but no warning, no braking. Li Auto, same situation at 20 kilometers per hour, sees it, but no warning and no braking. This is only at 20 kilometers per hour. This is very slow speeds. So all that was left was NIO was able to pass that test and go up all the way up to 60 kilometers per hour, nighttime rain, and still stopped. AEB still worked perfectly fine and did not crash into that dummy car. And then even at 70 kilometers per hour, nighttime, rain, the AEB still was able to stop the car completely still. The only minor complaint that the tester had was the fact that because they were going so fast, the car detected the dummy car as first a truck and then as a tricycle, but that doesn't even matter because as long as you're stopped, injury is prevented, lives are saved. So that's what's important as long as you stopped. So guys, once again, I remind you, go buy a NIO, go test drive a NIO. Scan my QR code if you live in China to buy a NIO. You get bonus points if you take delivery of the car in China. And also use my EU invite code, LegPC7. Install the NIO app, get some sign up bonuses. So next was the most difficult part of the test, which is of course nighttime rain plus a child crossing the road. This apparently NIO did not pass. Nobody passed 20 kilometers per hour. Even at that low speeds, it was apparently just too dark and you can't see much. But what the results are still pretty impressive. Like at 20 kilometers per hour, NIO was able to see it and warned the car. There was audio warning, beep, 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 beep. But the brakes did not activate, so there was no braking. And so the car, NIO, did crash into that little child dummy. Xpeng saw it, but did not warn and did not brake. All right, so NIO saw it and warned, but did not brake. Xpeng saw it, didn't warn, didn't brake. Li Auto, apparently, even at 20 kilometers per hour, didn't see it, didn't warn, and didn't brake. So that was the results, which was really, really shocking as well. Obviously, and this is the final score that came out, and obviously you can see NIO was way ahead of the other two. So in terms of safety aspect, I mean, like, there's no doubt that NIO is one of the safest cars that you can buy. Something to really keep in mind is the tech inside a NIO is just better than some of the other guys, even though they all have LiDAR, they all have cameras. NIO's LiDAR, they used high wavelength, 1,550 nanometer wavelength LiDAR, 300 lines, where the competitor uses like 120 lines. And cameras, the other guys, they use 2 megapixel cameras. NIO uses 8 megapixel cameras. It's a very big difference. And also the processor, the chips inside the car, NIO has 4 Orin X chips, 2 for autonomous driving, and then 1 for helping the entire system. And the last one is for redundancy, which is also very, very important. So it's very impressive how NIO has, all these things, and the LiDAR is capable of seeing over 500 meters away, and even seeing a brick up to 200 meters away. So if there's a brick 200 meters away, NIO can see it, which is absolutely crazy to think about. And with AEB, like, even me, I've been saved twice by AEB. Personally, I've been saved twice. There were many instances where there were warnings, and like a bike came into my lane and the car warned me, or a moped came into the lane and the car warned me. But that wasn't AEB. That was just warning. The 2 times that AEB actually saved me was when I was right after a left turn. I was going behind a taxi, and we were going fairly fast, and my wife was talking to me, I was talking to her, and the taxi went to a complete stop, and I didn't notice that because I was talking to my wife, and the AEB activated, and I did not crash into the taxi, but I would have if it wasn't for the AEB. That was instance number 1. Instance number 2 was when I was backing my car up, and there was a very low fence, and I didn't really see that fence. I didn't really notice that fence. I was paying more attention to the fence on my right side, but there was another fence in the back. So I was backing. I would have backed my car right into the fence, but AEB stopped it. So that was really, really awesome. So these results prove once again that NIOs are the safest cars out there that you can buy, and customers should outright choose a NIO, and you guys should all choose a NIO. Everybody should buy a NIO. I mean, the quality is just so damn good. Remember my video a few weeks back when there were these 2 trucks that squashed a NIO in the middle? Normally, the car in the middle will be squashed into a little chip. But with NIO, because the quality is so good, it actually raised up the truck in front of it, and the NIO owner was able to open the door normally and just get out, no problem. This is absolutely insane. It was sandwiched between two trucks. So once again, NIO's safety is just impeccable. It is absolutely amazing, guys. Anyways, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, like the video, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.